summarize in last session, guys, we have seen the ad hoc report builder and the capabilities of the ad hoc report builder and how to share your ad hoc report, the report that has been built by your employees, right? They can share among themselves what are the different ways and what is the difference between them. And that is what we have seen in yesterday's session, right? So coming to today's session, what we are going to see is today, like we will be working on the dashboards, guys. So in your success factors, dashboards, basically like in any system, guys, dashboards are like nothing but they are one-page views that contain graphical charts, and the look and feel of your dashboards are really good, and they'll give you at a high level, they'll give you a lot of information to you, and they will allow you to drill down to the granular level, because the dashboard is going to be built from the reports only, guys. So the front end is going to be your dashboards and the back end is going to be the reports. That is how the dashboards are going to be built. And how you are going to access your...
I'm not able to hear your voice. I don't know what is wrong.
Is it...
Yes, nothing we can hear.
It's good.
Not sure.
I can hear.
I can also hear.
Shweta.
I can.
I'm not sure
Yeah, I can
about
hear you.
others,
This is
but at least I cannot.
No, probably like you have to...
Okay. I'll do that. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. So how you are going to access your dashboards? Basically from an employee perspective, like how the employees are going to access your reports, like they go to the reports. Here you can see they go to the reports, and the first section itself you can see here, you landed on the dashboards screen here. And each of these things you can see, these are the dashboards configured on this particular page, guys. And you see these are like pretty standard things, and there are a couple of custom dashboards has been launched here, but you can completely configure this page, guys. So what dashboard needs to be displayed here? What are the dashboards that you are not interested to display on this particular page? Yes, you can configure that, and that configuration is going to be done from the consultant. SF consultant is going to do that particular thing, guys. And again here you can see you have the similar kind of filter conditions. What kind of data needs to be displayed in this dashboard, the below dashboard set? You can go and select your filter conditions, and you can display the data as per your interest. And the other thing with your dashboards is like dashboards always display the old data, guys. I'm going to say right now I refreshed it, right? You see the last update has been happened on February 24th just now. Say if tomorrow you come and see the dashboard, right, the same date is going to be, and the same data you are going to see here. So always you have to refresh your dashboard manually, so that is when you will be able to see the actual data. Okay, are you able to hear Shweta? Okay, so how you see there are a couple of dashboards being displayed here, right? So where you will be able to find these details is like you have to go to your administration tools, guys. Go to your admin tools, and once you are in the admin tools, right, you can see here, go to your reporting module, and here you can see the dashboard list view. This is the permissions, and 1 second, guys, there should be some manage dashboards. Not this one, guys, just a second, guys. There should be dashboards. Yes, this is the place. Yeah, you can see here, these are the standard dashboards provided by success factors, and you can see the ones that has been highlighted here, the ones that I just highlighted here, right, they are the standard success factors provided dashboard, guys. And the below ones you can see here, they are the custom standard dashboards created by the consultants. and it's up to you whether which one you want to display, which one you don't want to display on the screens, or at least in the reporting module. You can go ahead and select here, and the ones that are has been shown are selected as to show, right? Those are the only ones which are available to the employees. Again, it depends on their privileges, guys. You see, this is the complete set of the available dashboards in your organization. And yes, you have configured, the administrator has configured in such a fashion that yes, all the dashboards should be available in my organization. But what employees are going to see, whether they will be able to see all these dashboards or only some of these dashboards, is again depends on the privileges that has been assigned to them, guys. And so where you are going to grant the privileges, we have already seen that, but this is the place where you are going to whether to activate the dashboard in your organization or not. And the permissions, yes, the permissions again going to be granted to the employees from the reporting, and you can see dashboard, list view, spotlight view, report access. This is the place where you are going to tell a particular employee should have access to the all the dashboards which are available in your organization, or only couple of them he is going to access. You can see here, these are the dashboards available in my organization. But whether this employee, HR admin, is supposed to access all of them or only couple of them, is depends on the permission that has been granted to that particular employee. Let me go back to the configuration of the dashboards. If I go to the dashboards, you see here, there is a column called, you can see the first column is dashboard name and a description, which we can easily understand. But you see there is something called the layout, and the layout denotes NNWWW. What it means is nothing but N is nothing but stands for narrow, W stands for wide, guys. So it's basically defining your layout, because your dashboard is nothing but a collection of different portlets, guys. So how your portlets are going to be placed, whether on a particular dashboard, whether when you talk about a single row, how many number of columns that you can place, how many number of portlets that you can place on that particular row is, if you see the very first one, narrow W, you can accommodate three different portlets on that particular dashboard, guys. And you can, like that, you can have n number of rows, but in a single row you can accommodate 3 portlets, and the type is going to be the first portlet. When it starts from the left side, right, the first portlet should be narrow one, wide one. Let me 1 second, guys, just let me log into another system here. Let me go to the reporting module. Yeah. So this is what I am talking about. You can see here, this is one portlet. At the same time, this is another portlet. So like this, you can see here, there are 2 columns and couple of portlets has been placed here. So in the same fashion, this is what it is. This is going to tell you that particular configuration, how your layout is going to look like. And how you are going to, you can see these are standard ones which you will not be able to delete them, but when you go to this custom dashboards which has been created by the consultants, yes, you can edit them, you can delete them, whereas the standard ones you can just copy them, guys. You can see here the action allowed on the standard ones is only copy. And say if you are not interested to use a particular dashboard in your organization, you can just go ahead and select this particular, unselect this particular checkbox, so that none of these dashboards will not be available in your organization, guys. Irrespective of the permissions, they will not be available across your organization for all the employees. So let me show you how you are going to create a new dashboard. You can see here, create new dashboard. and you can see it is asking you to select the layout. Let me select wide, and you can see here as I selected wide and wide, you see there are two columns with both the sizes as wide. Let me select narrow, wide, narrow. You can see here the layout is being changed. The placement of your portlets is being changed here. You can see. So like that, you can select your own portlet. How you are going to insert the portlet is you can see here. Insert portlet. I'll talk about creation of new portlets, guys. But you can see these are the existing portlets in my organization, and I can go ahead and select the portlet that is going to sit on the wide option. You can see here when you are adding your portlet also there is a size restriction. You can see narrow, wide. So as you are adding a wide portlet, you have to select the portlet that has been marked as wide only, guys. The things which are not marked as wide, that will not fit into this particular portlet. Let's say you want to build your competencies. 1 second, guys. Let me select one. Let's say I want to add this particular portlet here, and on the other side I want to add another one. Let's say I want to add this one, compensation, comparison, distribution. You can see I added two different portlets to my dashboard, and I'm going to save this. So once you save it, right, you can see here your February 2015 dashboard is available here. And whether you want to make it as a default dashboard. So when people log in, right, let me show you. When people log in, right, you can see here the kind of dashboard that they want to see, right, they can switch between these dashboards. So this person, HR admin, is authorized to see all these dashboards, but which one is going to be default one is going to be updated by your administrator based on this selection, guys. You can see this is a selection which is going to tell that. So which one is supposed to be default? Earlier this is the default one, and say if you want to change the default one, you just go ahead and select this thing. So across the organization, this is going to be the default one, guys. Let me save this new dashboard and the configuration whatever we created now. And once you save it, right, let me log off and log in again here. And the thing that whatever we are working is the dashboards 1.0, guys, which is your old dashboards framework. I can say the old version of your dashboards. There is a new version of your dashboards called as dashboard 2.0 or UCAL dashboards. I'll talk about that in a few minutes, guys. Go to reports. And you should be able to see the February 2015 dashboard also. How it looks like is like, let me select that. I don't know, guys, really how it looks like, but you can see here, this is the output that has been generated based on the selection or based on the data that exists in our system. This is the output that has been generated, and how you will be able to see the further details. So I was talking about, right, your reports are the backbone for your dashboards. How you will be able to see that is, you can see here, you can go ahead and select. There is no data, guys, here. 1 second. Yeah, this got some data goal distribution. How you are going to see the actual report behind this dashboard is like you can see here. Click on this, any of these graphs, the graphical ones, that will direct you to the actual report behind that particular dashboard or behind that particular graph. You can see here is this is the employee list is the one behind that particular graph bar, whatever we are seeing on the dashboard. So, oh God, 1 second, sorry guys.